Yeah, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you are connecting with this video. So I'm super excited to be here tonight. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about what we have in store tonight. So let me know if you can hear me. So just let me know if you can hear me and you can see me clearly. Okay, thank you, thank you. Yes, so good evening once again. Oh, come on. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I welcome you all to tonight's webinar. In case you don't know, this is the Lady of Essence monthly webinar. So we hold, Lady of Essence is a platform that is designed to group groom ladies spiritually, right? We groom ourselves spiritually, we build up our self-esteem, we work purposefully, and most importantly, we become all that God has called us to be. And if you're looking for a place where you want to embody all of this and more, Lady of Essence is the place for you to be. And tonight's webinar is an arm of our monthly activities, and I'm super excited that we are having this tonight. I am so excited. So now you can begin to invite your friends, to be a part of this live session. Right. The last month we had a monthly webinar that was on Facebook, but for this month we are having it on YouTube, and for subsequent webinars we'll be having it here on YouTube, and I'm so excited about it. So tonight is going to be a powerful one, and you can see my joy. Like, I've seen it already. Like, you are in for something extraordinary. So you can tell the from the title what we are about to go on, what we're about to go into tonight. So tonight we'll be talking about discerning toxic relationship. So you can let me know where you're joining me from. I can see a lot of us joining, so you can let me know where you're joining me from. Put it in the comment section. Yes, I'm so excited to see that. So you can tell by what we have on the title, discerning toxic relationship, right? Discerning toxic relationship. Red flags and green flags you need to watch out for. And I can assure you, by the end of tonight's session, you would have understood what it means to discern relationship. You would have understood what it means to be able to identify toxic, relationship, and you would have also understood what red flags is all about, and the green flags for you to watch out for. So I'm so excited for, oh, come on. Thank you. You can hear me. I'm so glad I'm loud and clear. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, tonight you're going to understand and know how to discern toxic relationship. You will understand how to quickly see the red flags and the green flags, right? And this is very important. I remember years ago, I had some couple of people who reached out to me and they said, Sandra, why are you so picky? You're so selective of men and all of those good stuff. Of course, men were coming in their numbers. But guess what? I had this confidence to say no because I knew what I wanted. While they were coming to me to say, why are you so selective of guys coming to you and all of those stuff, the truth of the matter is there were things I could see that they could not see. I knew the kind of future that I wanted for my life, and I wasn't going to allow you know peer pressure or emotion make that decision for me. And guess what? When I was fully ready, I said yes to my first ever boyfriend, who is now my husband. So, all through the years, how was I able to confidently say no? So, it means that there were people who actually came, but I had seen the end from the beginning. I already know that if I should involve myself in this relationship, it is not going to last. And so this means that you have to be able to discern, right? So it would, you would escape unnecessary heartbreak, and all of those stuff. So it's very important that as a lady, you are able to discern, you are able to know that, okay, this is a toxic relationship that I should not involve myself in. You should be able to discern, okay, you should be able to see that this is toxic for me, and you should be able to identify those red flags and the green flags. And that is what you are going to learn by the end of tonight's session. So let me ask you a quick question. Have you ever being in a relationship, maybe a friendship relationship or a romantic relationship, and then you just want, all of a sudden, you just thought to yourself, what was I even thinking? If you've experienced that, just put it in the in the chat box, put in the comment section. Like you've just been in a kind of relationship, or maybe a platonic or romantic relationship, and one day you just found yourself asking this question: what was I even thinking? Like, what was I even thinking that got me here in the first place? So let me know if you can relate with that. Let me know if you can relate with that. So yeah, before we dive into to tonight's session, I want to talk about the lies many ladies have believed. So, see, I want you all to stay glued to this session because I have a good news for each and every one of you. And it is until you stay glued before you'll be able to, catch a glimpse of the good news I have for us. So, let's go ahead. There are lies that, ladies actually embrace. And I want to start with that, with those lies. And what are those lies? Number one, you hear people say, we had great chemistry, and so I went all in for it. That is a lie. That is a lie, and that has actually led a lot of people into toxic relationship because you are moved by feeling. You they will say, our chemistry was so strong, so that is love. And I need you to know this tonight, that the fact that you had that strong attraction, it doesn't guarantee compatibility. Emotional intensity is not the same thing as emotional safety. I need to say this again because, come on, emotional intensity is not the same thing as emotional safety. Many of us, we are just moved by those mushy, mushy feelings. Come on, I felt the chemistry is so strong, and so it is love. That is a lie. There is a true life story of a lady, just like some other ladies who, because they had this, felt this connection and feel, okay, I can go ahead with this relationship. So this particular lady, it's a true life story, and a lot of ladies are still battling with it. You allow your feelings decide for you. Of course, feeling like it's a good thing for you to feel something for, for your potential partner, right? But you can't base your decision on those emotions. You can't base your decision on those emotions, and that is where a lot of ladies are missing it. That is where they are getting it wrong. So there's this story of a lady, like a beautiful lady, just so innocent, because she felt that mushy mushy feeling, and then she thought that was all there is to going into a relationship or going into a marital relationship, and then she involved herself into it. Can I shock you? The tragedy of this story is that right now she is no longer with the person. And that is where a lot of us are missing it. We think that we can sustain, relationship with our feelings. No, emotional intensity does not equate emotional safety. The fact that you feel attraction, you feel this attraction, doesn't mean that it will guarantee compatibility. So number one lie I need you to know tonight is you don't the number one lie I used to know tonight is that, no, regardless of the kind of chemistry you have, it doesn't guarantee love. It doesn't guarantee love. It doesn't guarantee sustainable relationship. So one of the things you should look at for it is compatibility. Are we compatible? Is it someone I can actually spend the rest of my life with? It is something a lot of ladies just, they don't even pay attention to. They are all about tall, dark, and handsome. It is deeper than that. Because I tell you, for every lady in my corner, for every lady of essence, I always tell you this. Whenever you are going into a romantic relationship, you are not just going into that relationship for fun's sake. You are going into that relationship because you are ready for marriage. Don't be that lady they tell, let's see how it goes. And that is why the foundation needs to be strong. You need to get the foundation right you need to get the foundation right. So the number one lie, like I said, is when you hear people say we have great chemistry. No, it is fine to have great chemistry, but that does not guarantee sustainability in your relationship. Then number two lie, they've told us is, when the relationship is not working, you hear people say, I would pray so that the relationship would work. In fact, they will tell you, if I pray hard, the relationship will work. Let me tell you something. Sometimes, you see one thing about God, and that is something I like about him. Prayer is powerful, but you see, God would not override your free will. It will not override our free will. Sometimes the answer to your prayer is the ability to walk away from toxic relationship. Some of you are there saying you are praying, oh Father, restore this relation. It is good, but what if that partner is even the weapon formed that is not even allowing, that is even causing an injury to that prayer? Because your partner might be doing something that is insensitive, something that is wrong, and then you are trying to, a partner is not the partner is not even trying to work on himself, and then you are praying on the other end. Sometimes the answer to your prayer is in the strength and in the ability to walk away. So the number two lie, people say to themselves is, if I pray hard, the relationship is going to work. Like I said, prayer is very powerful. Prayer is very powerful. But sometimes the answer to your prayer is in the strength and the ability for you to walk away. So the number three thing you need to, the third lie, this one is so okay, let me just put it this way. You hear ladies say, if it doesn't eat me, then it is not love. Before you open your mouth to say, if they don't eat, why would a lady say, if they don't eat me, it is not love? Let me tell you something. A lot of ladies are here who have that mindset. And I really do not blame them, because not everyone actually grew up in a family where love is expressed the God way. Some people actually grew up seeing their father maybe beating their mother, and they'll wake up the next day, go ahead with other activities, and they think it is fine and all that, like all like it is normal. It is not normal, and this thing kind of affects the lady psychologically, and then it interpreted a wrong message of the definition of love to her. And so people like this, they feel it is until a guy eats them. I'm telling you, I've seen ladies like that. They will tell you, it doesn't beat me, he's too peaceful for my liking. Just know that there is something they have not healed from. So that is a lie. That is a lie. A guy doesn't have to beat you, right, to determine his love for you. It doesn't have. So if you are here on this call and then you are with someone that beats you, I am telling you, carry your slippers, take your shoe, and run away. You have the freedom to run away. I am giving you that freedom. Carry your slippers, take your shoe, run away. That is not where you should be. You are a queen. A man should love you the God way and not the worldly way. So I want that to stick into your brain, please. So that is one of the lies a lot of ladies actually embrace. So another lie they embrace. I don't want to I'm trying to work with our time. So another lie they embrace, you hear ladies say that the presence of disagreements, if you disagree often, then that relationship is not peaceful. Can I shock you? The absence of disagreement is not the presence of peace. Now I need you to see this. You know that for two people to be in a relationship, it means that they are two people with different perspectives. And when I talk about disagreement is simply a difference in perspective. So two people can have different perspective. Two people can have different way of thinking. Do you know why? Because we were raised differently. And our individual parents actually trained and nurtured us in the way they think they could. I might not have the same parenting like you do. And so you should know that our perspective would actually vary. It would vary. So now imagine you are in a relationship where you feel like, okay, because we are having disagreement, then it is not peaceful. That is the lie. Some relationship actually feels peaceful, but underneath, it is filled with, you know, fear. It is filled with self-centeredness. It is filled with control. The reason why some ladies cannot even talk in their relationship, it is because the partner they are with is sabotaging them. The partner is not even giving them wings to express themselves. The partner is not giving them wings to actually, contribute to the conversation. And that is why you see a lot of people lose their self-esteem, they lose their confidence. So please, I need to say this again. The absence of disagreements is not the presence of peace. The most important thing is that you should be able to disagree in a healthy way. You are not talking from a point of I want to be right, but you're talking from a point of we need solution. That is healthy disagreement. Do you understand? And so when you are with someone that people tell you no, we disagree, it means that our relationship is not peaceful. That is a lie. Don't because of that meet your God on this spouse. I beg you. That is a lie. That is a lie. So another lie. Okay, I've mentioned it. People, ladies who feel like if he doesn't beat me, physical abuse. If he doesn't beat me, then he doesn't love me. I think I've dwelt so much on that. So let's just quickly move on to this is the part that I love. The hidden red flags you should look out for. Some of you might be here and probably you're not even in a relationship. I mean, it's a good thing for you to actually gain knowledge ahead. And if you're considering to go into a relationship, then congratulations. I'm glad you are here. Yeah, I can see the comments. Thank you. I'm so glad you're following. And yeah, so now we are moving to the red flags you need to watch out for. What what are red flags? Red flags are simply those things that signal to you that this thing is unhealthy. But when I ask you, what are these red flags? A lot of people will say abuse, cheating, lying. We say all those common things. But tonight we are going to, hear those, hidden red flags that people don't even talk about. Yeah, those red flags that people don't even talk about. And what it is? Number one, spiritual manipulation is a red flag you should look out for. And I'll share a story of mine. Some years back, I used to have, this cool guy, who, was just all over me, asking for my hand in marriage. And, there was something he said. He said, God told him that I am his wife. I mean, this is a very, ladies, cute, tall, dark, and handsome. In fact, he has a thriving ministry. Ladies, we like men who are in authority. Do you understand? I could have allowed my emotions push me to make a decision. But because I have been able to master and understand red flags, that was why I said no, regardless of the car he has, regardless of the money he has. And these are the things that a lot of our ladies in this generation do not understand. It is beyond cars, it is beyond money. You need to be able to discern. You need to be able to know that is this the right relationship I should involve myself in? And so this guy came. In fact, it was all on my neck. He told me, he said, Sandra, the Lord told me. I know he's a man of God. So it was very easy for me to even say, wow, wow. Yes. He told me, he said, the Lord said, you are my wife. And me on the other end, see, I already know that. No, like I just didn't feel like, no, I wasn't feeling it. I didn't even feel that peace on the inside of me. I didn't feel that conviction. And so I just told him I was going to think about it. And he just kept manipulating me spiritually. The Lord said, this is the scripture I received for our marriage and all of those stuff. He kept manipulating me spiritually. But guess what? I think it was few months later. I wasn't even up to a year. I saw on social media he posted wedding ivy. Imagine if I had said yes, this one would eventually break my heart. I'm telling you because you already had someone. So why? But this is what a lot of ladies are not really, paying attention to. The fact that a guy is telling you that he heard from God, you too should be able to understand and know that is it the truth that he actually heard from God? Because one thing I know for certain, God is not an hypocrite. God is not an hypocrite. Even if you are not hearing clearly that He is not the one, like you will receive those signals. You will receive those signals that come on. So the number one red flag you should look out for, it is spiritual manipulation. Then another red flag you should look out for is when you know when your partner doesn't make you feel hurt. I've had a lot of ladies come to me. They'll say, Mom Sandra, I'm in a relationship, but I don't know, but so, like the my partner makes the conversation all about him. That is a red flag. Because I always tell ladies that as a lady, your assignment is not, it doesn't end in the kitchen. You have a purpose to fulfill. So imagine a man that sabotages you, a man that doesn't allow you to feel heard, a man that doesn't allow you to feel like you have something to bring to the table. That is someone you should run away from. It is red flag. I'm giving you the permission. It is red flag. A man that makes the conversation all about him. And when you are trying to, at least say something, is in a way manipulating you from, voicing out. That is a red flag. But some ladies now, understanding lady, they will say, because I'm understanding, maybe he's the man of the house. Let him keep talking. I pity you. If only you understand and know what you carry on the inside of you, then you will know that forever is too long for you to end up as a housewife, for you to end up as someone who is just in the kitchen. Your ministry is beyond that. And so it is very important for you to pay attention to this red, you know, red signals that I'm listening tonight. It is very important. So another one I'm going to talk about tonight is lack of consistency in character. Our world today, there is this popular saying. They will say, first impression matters. Let me tell you, when it comes to relationship like this, first impression does not matter. It is consistency in character that matters. Because a guy can, play the beautiful games just to get you. But when you now eventually enter into the marriage, you'll be seeing the opposite, and you'll be asking yourself, how did I get into this? I'm telling you, these things happen. It happens. It happens. So the fact that a guy is buying you all the flowers, is getting you everything, iPhones, those Gucci, those Versace, those bags, there is more. You need to pay attention to patterns. You need to pay attention to repeated patterns. Is this someone that is genuinely caring? Is this someone that can actually support me? Let me tell you something. If a guy is only kind to you and he's not even kind to the people around him, then he's a pretender. He's looking for something. He's a pretender. And this is one of the things I love about my husband. While we were cutting, I mean, it was always, he's just so kind, and he's just so, like, in fact, he's everything and more. But guess what? It was not just doing that for me. I remember a particular friend of his, a lady on social media. She was organizing a concert, like a program. And guess what? My husband actually supported, not like he was paying to be an attendee, but he just, supported the lady. This lady wasn't even his girlfriend, like a friend, like he just supported her. So if he could do that to someone who is not even, emotionally connected to, how much more you? So these are patterns you need to look out for. Is it consistent in its character, or he is just doing it because he wants to get into you? So please, ladies, do not be carried away by those things he's getting for you, those material things. Do not be carried away by it. Pay attention to consistency in character. It is very important. Pay attention to consistency in character. It is very, very important. So another thing you need to look out for is, another red flag you need to look out for is when your partner makes you feel guilty for sticking to your values. And that is why I always tell ladies, whenever you are looking to submit yourself to a romantic relationship, a relationship leading to marriage, marry from your kingdom. Do you know why? Because we will share common values. As a matter of fact, when I was courting my husband, we didn't even sit down to be saying we will not have sex before marriage. Like, we didn't even sit down to be saying we will not do this, we will not. No, I married from the same tribe, from the same kingdom. So we there is a language we understood. So it is not because we are now in the relationship and then we are not trying to teach ourselves. We are not going to have sex. In fact, this is what a lot of you need to pay attention to. You need to pay attention to. You need to pay attention to the kind of person you are submitting yourself to. Because a man that is from the kingdom would not make you feel guilty for sticking to your kingdom values. It is very important that you are more of pleasing God than pleasing man. If the guy is making you feel guilty for sticking to your values, run, walk away. I'm giving you the permission. You should walk away from that relationship. Your goal should be to please God, that both of you should please God. And it is when you please God that God will honor that your relationship. You can also have that kind of beautiful relationship. I never had to bother about having that discussion with we didn't sit down and be having like a webinar or a session to be me and my husband. We this when we're cutting, we didn't sit down to be having that conversation that we are not going to have sex. It's a value of the kingdom that I know. It is a value of the kingdom that my husband also knows. And so coming together, it made us, it made us sink. So watch out. Is someone that makes you feel guilty for sticking to your kingdom values. So this is a red flag you need to watch out for. Red flags is beyond the common things we hear online, abuses, lying, and these are the common red flags that people are not paying attention to. And so tonight, I want you to really pay attention to them. Is it someone that makes you feel guilty for sticking to your values? Then another one I need you to pay attention to again is this someone that makes you question your worth? There's a way you can be in a relationship and then you are just questioning yourself because he's not even, making you feel worthy enough to be in his space. So if you realize that a man constantly allows you question your worth, then there is no need for you to be in that relationship. You don't need someone that will make you lose your self-esteem. You need someone that would make you that would increase your self-esteem, not someone that would make you feel you have nothing to offer, not someone that will make you doubt your place in his life. And you are a queen, you carry favor, so you should work with that sense of identity, the knowing of who you are. So it should not allow you think, it should be someone that would be, able to support you. It should be someone that will be able to support you. Because the Bible was speaking in the book of Amos, can two work together except they be agreed? So it means that for your success in marriage, it takes two people to come together. It takes two people, a man who understands where you are going to. So these were the things I looked out for. I mean, I had guys who came, who doesn't want to drive car? They could Valentine gifts. I'm certain they would buy me the car. But one thing I knew for sure is the fact that this man that I want to get married to must be someone that is willing to support me, must be someone that is willing to see me grow. It must be someone that is willing to see me grow. But you see, a lot of us ladies of this generation, we are so focused on the material things, and that's why it's so easy for us to, say cheap yes, say cheap yes. And at the end of the day, when you are in the marriage, you keep asking yourself, how did I get here? Now is the time to set the foundation right. Now is the time to set the foundation right. So these are the positive traits you should look out for. Another thing you should look out for, that will be like the last but not the least, before I go into the green flags to watch out for. Another thing you should look out for is when the man is telling you, let's keep our relationship, let's make it secretive. Your relationship is not a secret cult that should be kept secret, but it can be kept private. I will share you a story, a true life story, like related to me. Some couple of years ago, I used to have this friend. Like, he's a very cool guy. I don't know, like cute guys are always coming to me. Come on, tall, dark, and handsome guy. You know, he has a booming business and all of that. So we were actually close. We were having this conversation, and then I mean, he hasn't asked me out, but there is a way you can be having a conversation with a guy. You can tell that this friendship is going somewhere. And trust me, as a sharp lady, I stylishly asked him. I said, I want to ask you something. In one of our conversations, I asked him. I said, what do you think about, like, let's say you were in a relationship with a lady what do you think about, submission, submitting your relationship to higher authorities, or, just like letting your inner circle or friends know about your relationship? Guess what he told me? He said, I don't believe in that. Ah, do you understand? Because I can tell you this for a fact. There are times in marriage where some things might not go right. Imagine maybe some people are not even privileged to, like, end up with a guy that is, that is kingdom oriented or kingdom focused, and he's just, maltreating you. Imagine he doesn't have someone you can that is submissive to. Who do you think you will run to call? You'll just end up frustrated in that marriage because he will keep beating you, keep abusing you, because he knows that he's safe. After all, you don't have anybody to run to or to call that will correct his head. That will correct his head. And so I stylishly asked that question as a sharp lady that I am. I asked him, I said, so, do you, like, if you're in a relationship with a lady, what do you think about submitting your relationship, or, just to a higher authority, or like your inner circle of friends? Like, what do you think about, like letting them know about it? The moment he told me, I don't believe in that, I just knew that this this relationship, this friendship, it will end in friendship. So that is how you can actually discern toxic relationship. I tell you. But you see, many of us are waiting to hear that voice, that audible voice from God, that Sandra, this is not the man I want for you. When God has even given us brain, He has given us, ideas. I tell you, ladies, these are the things you need to watch out for. Because your relationship is not a secret code that you keep as a secret. You can keep it private. When I was in a relationship with my husband, and it like I mean, I had a couple of friends who knew. In fact, when I told them, they were even surprised. They were like, woman of God, so you can have a boyfriend. You can have a boyfriend. Like, that's shock on their face. But I told them, I didn't post it online, but if posting online, I mean, it doesn't guarantee success or failure. But it was just something I wanted. I have this reserved nature of me. And thankfully, my husband too is someone that shares that with me. And so we submitted our relationship to our higher authorities. Our pastors knew we were in a relationship. We were accountable. So these are the signs you should look at for a man that will tell you, I don't believe in accountability. Please, my dear ladies, run away. That is not where you should be. So put it in the comment section. Let me know which of these red flags have you come across, and which of these red flags would you be paying attention to. So very quickly, let's go to the green flags that you should watch out for. So when I say green flag, what does green flag mean? Green flag simply mean those signals, that points to you that this thing is healthy. Do you understand? So now we are going into the green flags. Oh my God, the green flags that you need to pay attention to. And number one is consistency in character. Consistency in character. This is one of the things that made me love my husband the more. Like, he's so consistent in loving me, so consistent in responding to me. Like, he's just so consistent. he, he's a very busy person, but when I call him, like, he's always picking my calls. And he's not doing it because he wanted to get 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 me, right. Even when we got married, like he's still expressing it. So I tell people that relationship is like an auditioning for marriage. So these are the things you need to pay attention to, because a guy that is not treating you right will not automatically start treating you right in the marriage. So green flags you should watch out for. So I always tell ladies, see, don't just be carried away. I mean, you can be feeling like, oh, come on, I love this guy. I'm feeling so high for him and all of those good stuff. But while you are loving with your heart, you need to open your eyes. Check for patterns. If he is consistent in his character, come on, that is a red flag. Sorry, that is a green flag. If he's consistent if he's consistent in his character, like he's so consistent in all of those good stuff, come on, that is a green flag you should watch out for. It's a green flag you should watch out for. Then another thing you should watch out for is When you feel safe in that relationship, when you feel safe in that relationship, there are ladies who are in the relationship that they don't even feel safe at all. They don't. They get to that point where they keep questioning themselves in that relationship. Come on. See, there are a lot of things you should be thinking about. Not one man that is disturbing your mental brain, disturbing you emotionally. And that's why you need to be intentional about the kind of person you are saying yes for. It is not every man you say yes for. No, it is not every man you open your mouth to say, yes, I want to be in a relationship with you. I want to. No, you need to think future and not the now and not the present. So the green flag you should watch out for is, do you feel safe in expressing yourself in that relationship? I was mentioning to us earlier on how some men, they just want to be in control. They want to be in control of everything. And so they don't even give their partner the platform for her to express herself. And I always allow my ladies to understand that their assignment does not end in the kitchen alone. Nations, generations are waiting for your manifestation. They are waiting for you. They are waiting for you to unleash your purpose. Imagine you commit yourself to a man that makes you feel you don't have anything to offer, that makes you that makes you feel unsafe to bring your suggestion, to bring your idea to the table. I mean, it's not a good thing. So if you're with someone who makes you feel safe in a relationship, it is a green flag. And that is one of the things I enjoyed while I was courting my husband. Like, at the time, like, my husband is someone that is actually someone that I respect, like, because I see the stuff, the things he does online. So he's someone I respect. So it felt like, imagine if someone of this caliber could bring himself for me to be able to, express myself, for me to bring ideas, for me to, do you know how it boosted my confidence? Do you know how it boosted my self-esteem? And because of that, I could actually speak confidently to people outside. Because one of the reasons why ladies will get married, the reason why people will say since they got married, we are not hearing them again, everything just died. It is because their partner is sabotaging them. Their partner has made them lost their confidence. He has made them, have low self-esteem. And these things, see, when you see a lady thriving, right, in her purpose, just know that something is working in her home, something is working in her marriage. And that's why I keep saying this. You need to be intentional about setting the foundation right. If the man makes you feel safe in that relationship, it is a green flag. It is a green flag. So another thing you need to watch out for is a man that respects your boundaries. I was talking about red flags, and I mentioned about how myself and my husband, at the time we were cutting, we didn't even have to sit down to be having a general meeting to be saying we must not have sex before marriage. Like, we didn't have that. We didn't even really have that conversation. I can't remember. We didn't have that conversation because I chose to marry from the kingdom, from the same tribe, and we're speaking the same value. So a man that respects your boundary, it is a green flag. People ask me, Sandra, how were you able to keep your virginity? I was able to keep my virginity till my marriage, till my wedding, rather. They will say wedding night. I was able to keep my virginity because I had a partner that understood and respected my values. So if you have someone that is not respecting your values, please carry your shoe. Even whether it is a palm slippers you want to go and see him or carry it and run away. See, carry it and run away for your life. I'm telling you, because at the end of the day, what you should be after is honoring God. Honoring God. Because it is when you honor God that God would honor your relationship. And I have seen that play out in my relationship. I have seen that play out in my marriage. I am doing the things I love to do because I have a supportive partner. That can be your own story. That can be your own story. So another red flag, green flag, another green flag you should look out for is someone that makes you feel safe expressing yourself. Someone that makes you feel safe expressing yourself. I think I mentioned something similar in the second point. I like I said, many of you have ideas, so you don't want to be with someone that makes you feel like you don't have anything to bring to the table. It will make you have low self-esteem. In fact, you'll be outside. You will have the answer to the question they're asking. But because you think, or someone has made you think your words doesn't count, you will keep quiet. And people will be applauding and be giving gifts to the other people who are loud about, who are audacious about, about their words. People would keep recognizing people who are audacious, people who can stand firm and say, yes, this is my own contribution. But you, because someone has, made you feel your words doesn't count, and then you keep quiet. So a green flag for you to watch out for is someone who makes you feel safe, someone who makes you express yourself. See, if you are with someone that doesn't make you be your authentic self, it is a red flag. I used to have friends then. I couldn't really be myself. Like, I wasn't free. So I knew if I said yes to this one, I would just live my life, you know, like I would live a life that I didn't want for myself. But I wanted a relationship where I could express myself, where you can even fart. Yes. You know what I mean by fart, and you'll be comfortable with it. Like, where you can be yourself. So that is very, very important, because I always tell ladies that forever is too long for you to settle with someone that will make you regret your decision. So now is the time for you to set the foundation right. So those are the green flags that you really need to pay attention to. Those are the green flags you need to pay attention to. Earlier on, I mentioned about, the red flags that you should watch out for. I also mentioned about the green flags you should watch out for. So these are 10 toxic relationship. These are things that have worked for me, and these are things that has also worked for other ladies who have come to me to ask, how did I do this? How was I able to confidently tell guys no? And the only yes I said was with my boyfriend, who is now my husband. So these were the things I was actually, intentional about. So now this is a call to action. Pay attention to those red flags I've mentioned. Pay attention to the green flags. Those green flags are what will sustain your relationship. I was mentioning that, they'll say ladies were emotionally driven. But when it comes to making decision, your emotion is not actually sustainable. Because you can, I said you can have those feelings and all of that, but emotional intensity is not the same thing as emotional safety. I'm telling you, an attraction doesn't even guarantee compatibility. So you need to be very intentional about all of these things that I have mentioned tonight. So do we have questions? You can put it in the comment section. I was actually trying to look away from the comment section so I don't get distracted, but right now I can see your comments. So do we have any questions? You can just put it in the comments, so I would answer the question. And let me know if you've gotten value. I mean, if you've gotten value from tonight's webinar. I have a lot to pour, but I'm actually looking at the time. So let me know if you've gotten value, if you have questions you'd like to ask. Just put it in the chat box, put it in the comment section. If there's something you need clarity on, put it in the comment section. Yeah, I'm here to respond. Like, I'm here to respond. So just put it in the comment section. So yeah, put your questions in the comment section. I would love to read them. It feels like I've touched all your body question, but I don't want to. Just put something. What is that? What is something you feel like, okay, you want me to talk about, regarding this? Let me know. Just put it in the comment section. I'm here for you. I love you people so much. So I'm here for you. So just let me know. Put it in the comment section. Put it in the comment section. If you've got any question. We have a few minutes left. So I really want us to maximize the minutes we have left. Oh, wow. You are thanking me for the session. Thank you so much. Just put your question if you have. Okay, I can see. Oh my God. I have my beautiful ladies who actually tuned in live. Yeah. I was actually intentional. If I should check the comment section, I might be distracted. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh my God. So just let me know if you have, oh my God, today's session was late. Oh, Kabaya. Now I feel like speaking in tongues. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, so while the questions are coming in, or maybe you people are making me feel like I touched everything. Mm, okay, no problem. So while you are still trying to like, okay, reboot, what question should I ask? So I told you at the earlier hour that I have a good news for us. So here is the good news. Lady of Essence is having our, you know, first official hangouts. Like we are having a ladies hangout, and it is happening in Lagos in the month of March. And guess what? It's going to feature prayer and worship session. It's going to feature, real life talk. We're going to have those conversations you think you see. It's a safe place for you to, talk about all of those stuff that has been like a burden in your heart. So the hangouts is going to feature all of those stuff. There will be um prayer and worship session. There will be what the dimension. Yeah, there'll be real life conversation, there'll be networking, and guess what? There's item 7, and access is free. And do you know the beautiful thing about it? We have a customized t-shirts. Yeah, we have a customized t-shirts. If you see our shirt, so beautiful. So if you would like to, get an inquiry on about the ladies hangout, and the customized shirts we have, just ensure that you join our WhatsApp community, right? Ensure you join our WhatsApp community, or you can simply reach out to me. Yeah, ensure you join our WhatsApp community. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, this is an arm of Lady of Essence Ministry. So we have our monthly webinars, right? And tonight is one of such. And you can tell that tonight was so, electrifying. So it means that next month we are going to have another webinar. For subsequent webinars, we'll be having it here on this YouTube. And so let me check again if I have questions. Oh my God. There are no questions for me. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You're welcome. I can see you thanking me for today's session. So please like, right? Share this video to your friends. There are people who might maybe could not tune in due to, our country, or due to network, fluctuation and all of those stuff. So just share this video with them. And remember to subscribe so you can always get notified for our subsequent, webinars. Yeah, for our subsequent webinars. Yeah, so I believe we've had a great time tonight. Do not forget, like, share, and subscribe. So yeah, we've come to the end of tonight's webinar. So let me just know what stood out for you. Let's just have a chit chat in the next couple of minutes we have left. So let me know what stood out for you. Yeah, let me know what stood out for you. The red flag, the green flag. What are those lies that people have said, and you are like, this lie, I caught it. So just put it in the chat box. Let me know what stood out for you. I love this. God will not override our free will. Come on. I love this. Okay, concerning the ladies hangout, someone asked. Okay, let me see. Someone asked, what of those of us that are not in Lagos? Guess what? Because it's our first ever hangout, so we are focusing on Lagos for now. But for subsequent hangouts, we'll be fleshing to every other state, right? We'll be fleshing to every other state. So regardless of your location, Lady of Essence is coming, right? We are coming. We are storming your state. But for this, for this launching, we are actually having it in Lagos. But for our subsequent hangouts, we'll be having it across every state and even outside of, yeah, you understand. So yeah, we are going to be touching different states: Ekiti, Abia, Delta. Just mention it. Yeah, so just mention it. Yeah. So thank you for that question. I guess some people also had that question in mind, but probably they forgot to ask. Thank you for billing them out. All right. Thank you everyone for being a part of this session. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to share this video, right? A lot of ladies need to see this. And subscribe to this channel. There are more videos that come in, educating video, beautiful videos that you actually need to watch out for. And yes, till I come your way next time, I am Sandra Orimiladeye. Oh my God, sorry. Before I someone just asked a question. Okay, sorry. Oh my God, I'm trying to view this. Okay, someone told me he had a vow that whoever he sleeps with is a person he will marry. I'm like, do I look that stupid? Come on, this is a confirmed lady of essence. I am proud of you. I am proud of you. There is a kind of audacity you go into. I'm telling you, you need to be audacious. Imagine, look at someone told her that if he sleeps with with her, that is when he's going to see. Someone should not make you feel like you have to buy your way into their life for them to marry you. You are a queen. See, when you are going to a man's life, you are going with favor. Because the Bible was saying, he that finds a wife finds a good thing and was obtain favor from the Lord. See, some men will not be happy that I'm exposing all of this, but the truth must be spoken because I'm here for you, ladies. The truth must be spoken. So please, anyone that is telling you to dishonor God so that they will marry you, run away. He is not deserving of you because he is not God. He is not God. So this means that it is God principle that you should honor over the principle of man. So my ladies, honor God above man. So if a guy constantly makes you feel like you need to have sex for him to marry, in fact, you hear people say, "I want to test if she's fertile." I tell you, you need to run away from such men. So thank you for bringing that. I love that. Thank you. Oh, I can see people saying it's my first time here. You're welcome. You're welcome. So you can actually go back to watch this video. Thank you once again. Thank you everyone for being a part of tonight's webinar. Thank you so much. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until I come your way next time, I am Sandra Salau. God bless you. Are you sure you want to end this?